How did you get involved with Johnny Vanna?
I was at a doctor's office and the nurse told me about this.
Yeah.
And next time I went to the doctor, she said, "Did you go to that thing?" I said, "What thing?" She said, "Didn't I tell you about the big band on Tuesdays?" I said, "You did, but it kind of..." So this was on a Monday. So I came here the next day, and I've missed 2 Tuesdays in 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
My attendance is better than anybody's. Everybody gets vacations, or you guys with another band out
Yeah.
of town or overseas or whatever.
You need a certificate.
Nah. I'm fine just like I am.
Just the way it works.
Yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
sure appreciate your help.
Yeah. And a few guys make mention of that. Fred Coyan was the one that said it the most. And Lanny says it, you say it, Jeff and John, your left and right side, they
Johns.
they make mention of it.
well,
No, John, Thomas and Jeff. Yeah.
Two good guys.
So I just stumbled into this. I come from rock and roll, rhythm and
Yeah, I
blues,
had a
doo-wop and soul.
I had a feeling.
I didn't know anything about big band, so I stumbled into this. I go, shit, this is good. I got to come back next week.
I like this.
Oh, fuck, man, this is good. And after about 3.5 months, I started taking dancing lessons. Because I didn't dance at all when I came here.
No kidding.
You know, you can do this
Well,
and
it's a
keep
different
time,
deal. Yeah, it's
but
a
this is rocking. This isn't dancing.
Yeah.
So Chase, you know Chase.
Yeah.
She pulls me off a bar stool, gets me out on the dance floor, and I'm just doing this. And then the next week I get a flyer in the mail, usually trash, college.
Yeah.
Oh, 6-week dance course. 3 weeks of East Coast swing, followed by 3 weeks of West Coast swing. Completely different structured dance.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so I told one girl, used to come here, Angela, I said, let's take this class. So we did. And there was six Fridays, 1 hour lesson for whatever. Most people charge around $40.
Yeah.
And on week 6, this guy comes in the classroom and says, look, I'm starting a Friday dance here at the Granada Pavilion.
Yeah.
Tonight's my first night. I need people. If you guys want to come, just come in. I won't charge you. He needs to build up
Some
audience.
bodies, yeah.
And so I did. And after one dance, my instructor comes up, Kathy, and she says, did you see me on that last song? I go, yeah. She said, I did East Coast, I did West Coast, and I did cha-cha. I'm thinking, holy shit, you can do more than one dance per song? I thought one song, one dance, boom.
Yeah, you're locked in.
So yeah, so that was a real learning experience.
Yeah.
So during her next series of lessons, she calls me up halfway through and says, Keith, I blew it. I got too many gals and not enough guys in the class. If you want to come, don't pay, don't sign in, just show up. So I show up. Being it's a Friday, David's doing his Friday dances, and because there's not a lot of these, he remembered seeing me before. He says, what are you doing here? I said, well, she was short of guys and asked if I would come. He said, you coming to my dance tonight? Yeah, I want to talk to you. And I learned that he's a dance instructor. He's got a studio in his house out in Calabasas,
About that.
and he charged $40 for a 6-week class. He had a group of people that were parents without partners that wanted a lesson just for themselves. They didn't want to rotate the people they didn't know. Because they teach something, you rotate, and you do it with the next and the next. And so he had one class for them on Monday, and his normal teaching was 3 classes on Wednesday and 3 on Thursday, all back to back. A mixture of swing and ballroom, beginner and intermediate. So he tells me, pay for one class, you can take all 7. I go, that's a good deal. I did it again and again and again. Then he says, just give me $10. So I ended up spending probably more money on gas driving from Granada Hills to Agoura Hills than the cost of my lessons. But I turned into a good dancer. I'm a strong leader, and that's important.
That is important.
And too many people don't. I got a little pet peeve with instructors.
Yeah.
Who the hell am I, you know? They should really stress the importance of lead and follow. I tell women, you lead everywhere in the world. You pick the color of the house, the car, the bathroom, everything. I said, we get to lead on 2 things. One of them is the dance floor, and then I tell them, I don't know what the other one is.
What could the other one be?
Yeah. And frame. When you keep a good frame, and you're like stiff.
Uh-huh.
With like your arms are, you're holding a beach ball in cement. So if I move this arm 2 inches, this one's going to go back 2 inches.
Right.
And when your partner is a good frame, you can get him to go where you want him to go.
Oh, yeah.
So I've
And you
turned,
kind of have to feel together. And
yeah, it makes it a smoother look. And some people, when they're learning, they watching their feet. I said, watch me. I'm dancing like this. Does this look good? But when we look at each other and smile, man, you're having a lot
feel
more
it.
fun.
Yeah.
So I'm into the fun of it all.
Well,
I'll never compete. I don't play that crap.
Well, you're the perfect example of what dancing is for most people, I think, in that when I see you come here, you get a chance to meet people and talk. It's a great social tool.
The band gets a kick out of me because they always
yeah.
they always know that I pick the good-looking women
We
to
know
dance
to
with.
keep our eyes on you.
Once when we came back from San Francisco, Larry Doherty says, "Keith, that girl in the green dress." I said, "Yeah, Larry, but the year before, the Asian girl in the leopard outfit, she was much finer. And she said she was going to be here this year and wasn't."
Yeah, well, you seem to do okay.
Yeah. And it's just about having fun. That's all it
Yeah, you
is.
look like you're having a great time.
I
Thanks, Keith.
I am.
It was great.
You're welcome.
I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate everything.
Sure, not a problem. You know how people ride around, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? So my Stuart's driving, I'm riding shotgun, Barry's in the back. And he says, "What about California?" Stuart and I look at each other. This is Monday afternoon.
And where are you?
This is Monday night. We're in Maryland, Silver Spring, right outside of D.C.
Yeah.
Monday night. Wednesday afternoon, we're packed and in the car and gone. Boom, just like
Wow.
that. He had a car, I had a little money. We came
all you
out here.
need.
Yeah, it worked.
How about that?
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I don't regret it at all. I'm a
Well,
Californian.
you look like a California guy, that's for sure.
Oh boy, am I ever. Yeah.
All right, my man. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you here.
Well,
Look forward
likewise.
to it.
Same. Yeah.
We-
So,
I think we bonded fairly quickly, but I think you do that with a lot of people.
you know, I think a lot of this is from my mother. Because when my sister and I talk, she's always mentioning how Mom and I, and Laura too, to a certain extent, we're real friendly with people. We'll be the first one to say hello and start a conversation. And everybody that ever met my mother, whether they knew her for 2 seconds or 50 years, they loved her. She was a wonderful woman.
Yeah.
We don't get to pick our parents, but I was lucky. I had
Yeah.
good ones.
Well, good. I mean, I'm sure it rubs off too.
Yeah,
Great. Appreciate your help.
not a problem. See you next week.
All right, Keith.
All right,
See
Kurt.
you soon.
Yeah.